is not wet. Water is a substance, right? Water is 2O, and 2O is water. It doesn't mean that it's wet.
What's poppin', y'all? I'm Zach, that's Abby. Today we're going to be asking our teacher some fairly strange questions. Let's go. Who's that? Maybe.
Hello. Hello.
Hi,
It's Zara.
You have a camera.
I do. Would you like to be on talent? Would you like to,
be on the loafers?
would you like to be on the Loafer channel?
I look like crap, but sure, why
I look
not?
worse,
All right.
don't worry.
Alright, ask the question.
You think water's wet?
Sure.
Is it though?
Is it though?
Does anybody know?
I mean, yeah, there's obviously an answer. What is your, what do you think?
I'm not sure. The answer is sure.
Oh, you want to go there?
Alright, go.
Okay, what do you want?
Alright, go ask, is water wet?
Class?
Go.
Should I just do the whole? Oh my gosh. I'm the best.
Alright.
Hi. You guys want to answer a question?
Sure.
Is water wet?
No.
Tell me your reasoning.
Water is wet. It's the
No, this
wettest.
kid, whatever your name is, what's your name?
Sam,
Sam, what is your reasoning on water is wet?
if you get in water and water gets you wet, it can't be wet itself. It can get you wet, but it can't be wet itself.
Alright.
Water's moist. Moist.
Does anybody have a rebuttal to that?
Water's moist.
Go to the class where
Josh
William's at.
Smith.
He'll debate with you.
He has a very good point why water's not wet.
Alright, what do you think, ma'am? I'm asking you in the back. The teacher.
I think water's wet.
Alright, now why?
Because if you only have water, like a bowl of water, right, and you're only addressing the characteristics of what is in the bowl, the water itself, you have to have something to describe it by.
Right.
So, what else are you going to describe water with other than wet? No,
right.
it's not wet. The water is wet.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, it's a description.
Go to the class where William's at. He'll debate with you.
He might be actually in class and not whatever this is.
This
And
is computer class.
not a real class. Not a real class.
Is that the water on the surface of that something can be removed. You get caught outside in the rain and say, oh, my hair got wet. Now I gotta get it redid. Oh,
This
my
is-
shoes got
Water's
wet.
not
Now I gotta
wet,
get
it's
outside
moist.
and dry. Don't say that the ocean gets wet. It's just water. Water is water. Fire, right? We know that it burns things, right? But it's not in and of itself burned, right? Water, it wets things, but it's not in and of itself wet.
I like this guy.
It's supposed to be used when water gets on something, for example.
Dry table also
Water
wet.
is just water. It's not wet. Water is a substance, right? Water is 2O, and 2O is water. It doesn't mean that it's wet.
It has to be described by something.
Yeah, that's
And
the
the descriptive
that's-
term is wet.
Descriptive term.
Is
It's
wet.
not. It's not wet. The water is not wet. It's just describing if that pours onto something. If
It's
something
not
isn't.
wet. It's moist.
Here's the thing. So
This is the video that's going to
this video of this guy, I thought you were going to show me something like technical or scientific, and it's not. It's
But
just
this
a guy
is proof.
ranting. No, it's just a rant.
Okay,
Still,
if you
facts
jump.
if you listen
Okay.
to him.
Okay,
No,
Mrs.
it's
Peter.
not.
Yeah,
It's
it
just
is.
this. It's
Mrs.
just a.
Mrs. Peter, if you go to a swimming pool and you don't get in yet, you're still dry, right?
Yeah, but the
If you
water's
put
still
your-
wet in the pool.
No,
The water doesn't
water
get
is
so
water. You don't say that's wet. If you
Okay,
go to a
it
swimming
says
pool,
wet, covered or saturated with water or another liquid. Can water be covered and
is
saturated with
saturated.
water?
It is by
No,
nature
can it
saturated
be
by
covered
itself.
by water though? No.
well, technically the water
We're
molecules.
talking to Mr. Hawks. I don't think this is.
Talk to Mr. Hawk.
Wait, does Mr. Hawks have a class?
It's too hard for me.
I don't know.
I should go look. Let's go
Bye,
look.
Zach.
Alright, we gotta go. This man's is asleep. Is water wet? Yes or no?
We were talking about this last year. No, because water makes you wet.
Alright. Is there anybody who would like to disagree? Alright. Let me
Water
hear.
is wet
Why?
because
Why, John?
It has water molecules that are wet. But
Can you give me any more scientific proof and or reasoning?
the cells of the water. make
There is
the
no cells in water.
Yes, how? Because water's alive too.
No, it is not. Water's an inorganic material.
See now, I knew that, but I decided to say it anyway. So who knows what's true? Truth is relative.
No, it's not. Truth is absolute.
Truth is
Solid,
relative.
right?
It actually.
Maybe. It's honestly.
Yeah, so I'm definitely correct.
You're not, but okay. Mr. Dave Albert, is water wet?
Water is always wet
Why?
because it's water, and that's well, unless water is vapor, then it's wet when it's vapor. And when it's ice, it's not so wet either. Of course, it can get wet when it melts. So I guess it is always wet.
Okay, so if fire burns
Which is
something.
weird. I'm 75% water, and yet when I walk on the floor, I don't really leave wet footprints. Unless I'm sweating. Am I melting? I guess I'm wet too. What do you think? Just saying.
What's poppin', Miss Burke? I got a few questions for you.
Yes.
Is water wet? Yes or no?
What?
Is water wet?
Yes.
Why?
Because it, because it leaves little bubbles on your skin. Like sweat is wet too. So like little bubbles stay and you can feel it on your skin.
Is that your answer?
I think so.
So water is not, or water is wet.
I think water's wet.
All right, thank you. Have a great day. Miss Johnson, is water wet?
No, because water gets something wet, just like fire is not on fire. Like we say something we catch on fire is burned, but fire itself is not burned itself.
All right, thank you. Mr. Anthony Turner, is water wet?
What?
Is water wet?
Yeah.
All right, can you give me a reason on to why?
Because when you go in the water, you come out wet.
But if you burn yourself, is fire burnt?
I'm burnt. If I'm on fire,
But is fire burnt?
fire is not burnt.
So how is water wet?
Because water is wet. I don't know. I've never been burned before. So, fire is burnt then. Yeah.
All right. All right. All right,
Fire
thank
is
you.
burnt.
Mr. Dale White, is water wet?
Huh?
Is water wet?
Of course,
Why?
because it's wet.
If fire burns stuff, is fire itself burnt?
Fire's hot.
Yes, but is it burnt?
No.
So you
fire's
can
hot.
get burnt from fire, but fire itself is not burnt. Correct?
You can get burned from fire, yes.
So if you can get wet from water, is water itself wet?
Water is wet.
All right.
Fire is hot.
Correct.
Fire is not burnt, it's hot.
All right. Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, and share, and maybe comment down something that you think we should do. Have a good time.